I still remember the exact moment my heart shattered into 1,000 pieces. I was standing in the back office of the cafe we built together, tears burning in my eyes, when he looked at me with that cold, arrogant smirk and said, "Don't complain. This is all you can handle." His words hit me harder than any slap ever could. My name is Sophia, and for 7 years, I gave everything to this man. We started with nothing, just two dreamers who poured our savings, sweat, and sleepless nights into opening Bella's Corner, our little cafe in the heart of the city. I handled the recipes, the decor, the staff, and the endless customer complaints. He handled the finances, or so I thought. I believed we were partners. I believed we were building a future. But lately, something felt wrong. He came home late, smelling of another woman's perfume. He stopped looking at me the way he used to. When I tried to talk about it, he would brush me off with, "You're being too sensitive, Sophia." That evening, I finally found the courage to confront him. I had seen the messages, the late-night calls, the photos. My voice trembled as I asked him how he could do this to us. To me. And that's when he smirked. That cruel, dismissive smirk I'll never forget. "Don't complain," he said, leaning back in his chair like he owned the world. "This is all you can handle, Sophia. You should be grateful I'm still here." In that moment, something inside me broke. But it wasn't just broken. It was waking up. The days that followed were the darkest of my life. I would cry in the car before opening the cafe. I smiled at customers while my world was falling apart behind the counter. Every time I saw him laughing with our young waitress, Lena, my stomach twisted. I started noticing things I had ignored before. Money missing from the accounts. Suppliers complaining about late payments while he drove a new car I never knew about. He had been slowly pushing me out, reducing my responsibilities, criticizing my decisions in front of the staff, making me feel small and useless. One night after closing, I sat alone at a corner table with our financial records. The truth hit me like ice water. He wasn't just cheating on me. He was cheating the business too. He had been taking money out for his personal expenses and covering it up by saying the cafe wasn't doing well. I felt so stupid, so betrayed. I confronted him again, this time with proof. But instead of guilt, he laughed. "You think you can run this place without me?" he sneered. "You're lucky I stayed this long. Face it, Sophia. This is all you can handle. Without me, you're nothing." His words lit a fire in me. The pain was still there, raw and bleeding, but beneath it, a quiet strength began to grow. I stopped crying in front of him. I stopped begging for respect. Instead, I started watching, listening, planning. I reached out to our staff quietly. I discovered that many of them had been mistreated by him too. Unpaid bonuses, harsh words, and inappropriate comments toward the female employees. They were scared to speak up because he controlled their salaries. For the first time in months, I didn't feel alone. I realized I had two choices: stay broken and accept the life he told me I deserved, or rise up and take back everything I had built. I decided to do it on a busy Friday evening, when the cafe was full and the entire staff was present. I had spent weeks gathering every piece of evidence: bank statements, message screenshots, supplier emails, and secret recordings of him bad-mouthing me and the team. I printed everything. I also prepared something else. A new contract that gave me full ownership of the cafe, based on the fact that most of the initial investment had come from my family. That night, after the last customer left, I called an emergency staff meeting. He was sitting there confidently, thinking it was just another normal meeting. I stood up, my hands shaking but my voice steady. "I've been quiet for too long," I began. "I've allowed someone to make me feel worthless in my own home and my own business. But not anymore." I started revealing everything: the cheating, the stolen money, the lies. I laid the printed evidence on the table for everyone to see. Gasps filled the room. His face went pale. That arrogant smirk completely vanished. Then I looked at him and said calmly, "You told me this is all I can handle, but today I'm handling everything, without you." I slid the new ownership papers toward him. The staff watched in stunned silence as he realized he had lost control. Several employees stood up and thanked me for finally speaking up. 2 of them even shared their own experiences with him right there. By the end of that night, his reputation was destroyed in front of the people who once feared him. Within weeks, he was gone from the business. The cafe flourished once I took full charge. We rebranded, improved the menu, and the staff became more loyal than ever. Today, when I walk into Bella's corner, I don't see the place where I was broken. I see the place where I was reborn. To anyone watching this who feels trapped in a relationship where someone constantly makes you feel small, you are not what they say you are. You are stronger than their cruel words. Never let anyone convince you that this is all you can handle. You can handle so much more. You can handle your freedom. You can handle your power. And when you finally stand up, the revenge isn't loud or violent. It's simply refusing to stay small. Thank you for being here with me. If you've been through betrayal, drop a "I rose up" in the comments. You're not alone. The end.